In this session, we will discuss about anastomosis around the elbow joint. Let me take outline of humerus, radius and ulna. This is humerus, and here condylar ridges, medial supracondylar ridge, lateral supracondylar ridge, and this is medial epicondyle and this is lateral epicondyle. Right? Here you can find what is this? Trochlea, and here capitulum. Is it? And this is what? Head of the radius, and this is neck of the radius, and this is radial tuberosity, and this is shaft of the radius. This is ulna. Right? See, we know that axillary artery continues as a brachial artery. All of you must be aware of it. Here there will be muscle. What is this muscle? Inserting to the medial lip of intertubercular sulcus. What is that? Teres major. Is it? So this is teres major. See, at the lower border of teres major, axillary artery continues as a brachial artery. So this is brachial artery. Right? So this is brachial artery. This brachial artery from medial side to anterior side of the arm, it will be crossing like this. This is brachial artery. When it reaches to the neck of the radius, when it reaches to neck of the radius or just below the elbow joint, brachial artery divided into radial artery and ulnar artery. Is it? Ulnar artery will give one branch here, that is interosseous artery. This is interosseous artery. This interosseous artery further divided into anterior interosseous and posterior interosseous. Imagine this is anterior interosseous artery. This is anterior interosseous artery and this is posterior interosseous artery. Right? I am making little darker. This is the brachial artery, and brachial artery divided into two terminal arteries. Those are radial artery and ulnar artery. Ulnar artery will give one branch here, that is interosseous artery. Interosseous artery further divides into anterior interosseous and posterior interosseous. Remaining course of radial artery and ulnar artery we will discuss further. Now we need to discuss about anastomosis around the elbow joint. So what are the arteries which forms the anastomosis around the elbow joint? That only we will discuss at this session. This is brachial artery. Just below the lower border of teres major, brachial artery will give one branch. That branch is profunda brachii. This is profunda brachii artery. This profunda brachii artery enters into lower triangular space along with radial nerve, and it crosses the midline posteriorly and enters into lateral part of arm after passing through the spiral groove. Right? Then after passing here, it will be divided into two branches. One is anterior descending branch, another is posterior descending branch. Right? So this is anterior descending branch. This is anterior descending branch. Right? Then posterior descending branch descending down. So this artery, what we are calling posterior descending branch. Now here anterior descending branch is there and here posterior descending branch is there. Right? So these are the branches of profunda brachii. So these are the arteries in the lateral part. Then in the medial part, brachial artery will give superior ulnar collateral, inferior ulnar collateral. So at the upper part, it gives superior ulnar collateral and piercing the medial intermuscular septum. This is piercing the lateral intermuscular septum and this is piercing the medial intermuscular septum along with ulnar nerve. This is running posteriorly along with ulnar nerve. So this is superior ulnar collateral. This is superior ulnar collateral. Then in the lower part of arm, there will be one branch from the brachial artery only. What is this branch? Inferior ulnar collateral. This is inferior ulnar collateral. See here, posterior branches I have drawn with dotted lines. Anterior arteries I have drawn with continuous line. Okay. So this is also pierced which septum? Medial intermuscular septum. Along with what? Along with ulnar nerve. And posterior descending branch of profunda brachii artery piercing the lateral intermuscular septum. Here superior ulnar collateral artery piercing the medial intermuscular septum. Right? So here two arteries are there in the medial side. Here two arteries are there in the lateral side. One is present anteriorly, another is present posteriorly. Here also one is present posteriorly, another is present anteriorly. Right? Now, if you coming below, this side is radial side. So, radial artery is there. This radial artery will give one ascending branch. Ascending means what? Recurrent, reoccurring. It is going back. So, here this is the recurrent branch. Recurrent branch from where? From the radial artery. This is recurrent branch from the radial artery. So this is recurrent branch from the radial artery. Right? Then what is this artery? Intraosseous artery. Intraosseous artery divided into anterior. This is anterior and this is posterior. Right? So posterior intraosseous artery gives one recurrent branch. That is what we are calling recurrent intraosseous. Recurrent intraosseous artery. Right? So this recurrent intraosseous artery anastomosing with what? With posterior descending branch of profunda brachii. And what is this? Radial recurrent. Radial recurrent anastomosing with what? Anterior descending branch of profunda brachii. So what is remaining now? Here ulnar artery is there. Ulnar artery also will give two branches. One is anterior ulnar recurrent, another is posterior ulnar recurrent. So this is anterior ulnar recurrent and this is posterior ulnar recurrent. Posterior ulnar recurrent. Here behind the medial epicondyle, behind the lateral epicondyle, in front of the medial epicondyle, in front of the lateral epicondyle. Some arteries are anastomosing with one another. Those anastomosis what we are calling anastomosis around the elbow joint. Right? First we will see medial epicondyle anteriorly. See what is this artery? Inferior ulnar collateral, upper part. Anastomosing with what? Anastomosing with anterior ulnar recurrent. That's it. Anteriorly. Then posteriorly. What is this artery? Superior ulnar collateral. Inferiorly, posterior ulnar recurrent. That's it. Posterior to the medial epicondyle. Then coming to the lateral epicondyle. Anterior to the lateral epicondyle. What is this branch? Anterior descending branch of profunda brachii. Right? So this is the anterior descending branch of profunda brachii. Anastomosing with what? Radial recurrent. Radial recurrent is a branch of radial artery. Right? Then what is this artery? Posterior descending branch of profunda brachii. Anastomosing with what? Interosseous recurrent. Interosseous recurrent is a branch of posterior interosseous artery. Here 4 arteries, here 4 arteries. Okay, recollect once again. Anterior to the medial epicondyle, anastomosis between the inferior ulnar collateral and anterior ulnar recurrent. Then posterior to the medial epicondyle, superior ulnar collateral and posterior ulnar recurrent. That's it in the medial part. Then coming to the lateral part. First, if you take anterior to the lateral epicondyle, this is anterior descending branch of profunda brachii artery. This one. Then this is radial recurrent artery from the radial artery. So these two arteries are anastomosing in front of lateral epicondyle. Then what is this? Posterior descending branch of profunda brachii artery in the upper part. From the lower part, interosseous recurrent. It is a branch from the posterior interosseous artery. So these two are anastomosing. So this is anastomosis around the elbow joint. If you write this much in the examination, that is sufficient. For UG students, these 8 arteries, this side 4 arteries, that side 4 arteries, anteriorly to posteriorly to, anteriorly to posteriorly to. Okay, if you remember that much, that is sufficient. For PGs and the peoples who are preparing for the competitive examinations, for them I'll give few extra points. See, this is inferior ulnar collateral, right? This inferior ulnar collateral will give posterior branch and anterior branch. See, this is anterior branch. Now I am telling about posterior branch. This is extra point, right? So this posterior division of inferior ulnar collateral divides into transverse branch. This is transverse branch and this is descending branch. Okay, so this descending branch also gives contribution for the anastomosis behind the medial epicondyle. That means along with superior ulnar collateral, branch of inferior ulnar collateral also participating the anastomosis behind the medial epicondyle, right? So that is one point. And this is transverse branch, no? This transverse branch and the branch from the, what is this? Middle collateral or posterior descending branch of profunda brachii. See here, posterior descending branch of profunda brachii. These two, this is the transverse branch of posterior division of inferior ulnar collateral and this is the transverse branch of posterior descending branch of profunda brachii artery. These two arteries will be anastomosing above the olecranon process. So anastomosis above the olecranon process formed by transverse branch of posterior division of inferior ulnar collateral artery and transverse branch of posterior descending branch of profunda brachii artery, right? So these two arteries forms anastomosis above the olecranon process, right? So these are the few extra points. If you can remember, remember. Otherwise, remember 4 arteries medial side, 4 arteries lateral side. That is sufficient. So this is the anastomosis around elbow joint. Then what is the functional importance of anastomosis around elbow joint? See, when we are flexing the elbow, there will be kinkings of brachial artery. That means it will be folding. So distal part of the blood vessels will not get proper blood flow. So distal part structures will not get proper blood supply. That's what there should be anastomosis around the elbow joint to establish collateral circulation to maintain the blood flow to the distal part structures, right? So this is the functional importance of anastomosis around elbow joint. That's it for this session.